What if I told you England almost went out of the World Cup last night? What if I told you that for nearly 45 minutes, English fans across the country and around the world sat in stunned silence, watching their dream slip away? And then, Harry Kane happened. Twice. Stick around because in this video we're going through everything. The match, the goals, the wild celebrations, the flags, the politics that crept into the stands, and even a moment involving American police officers that nobody saw coming. If you're new here, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell because we've got more World Cup breakdowns coming all tournament long. Before we get into the match itself, let's set the scene. England came into this round of 32 fixture against DR Congo as clear favorites on paper. DR Congo had qualified for the tournament as one of the surprise stories of the competition, playing with flair, energy, and absolutely nothing to lose. That combination, a heavy underdog with nothing to lose against a heavy favorite under pressure, is always a recipe for drama. And drama is exactly what we got. Expectations back home were high. Pundits predicted a comfortable England win. Fans planned their evenings around an easy 3 points and a relaxed watch party. Nobody expected what was about to unfold. The match couldn't have started much worse for England. In the first half, DR Congo stunned the crowd by taking the lead. It wasn't a fluke goal either. It came from sustained pressure, quick movement, and a finish that silenced the stadium. For England supporters, that goal landed like a gut punch. Social media exploded almost instantly. Fans who had gathered in pubs, at home, and even inside the stadium itself started asking the same nervous question: could this actually be the moment England's World Cup campaign came crashing down in the round of 32? Meanwhile, DR Congo's fans, many of whom had traveled all the way to London to support their team, erupted into celebration. For a country that had already exceeded expectations just by reaching this stage, the idea of knocking out one of the tournament favorites felt like it was actually happening. Their section of the crowd was bouncing, singing, and waving flags of their own, fully believing they were witnessing history in the making. But football has a habit of flipping the script in an instant, and that's exactly what happened after the break. England came out for the second half a completely different team. There was more urgency in their passing, more intensity in their pressing, and you could feel the shift in energy even through the screen. The manager's halftime adjustments seemed to click almost immediately, and then right when England needed a moment of quality, up stepped their captain. Harry Kane rose above the DR Congo defense and powered home a brilliant header. The stadium noise changed instantly, from tense murmurs to a full-throated roar. It wasn't just a goal, it was a statement. England were level, and more importantly, the belief was back. You could see it ripple through the crowd. Shoulders that had been slumped 10 minutes earlier were suddenly bouncing again. And on the DR Congo side, you could sense the opposite happening, that creeping fear that the momentum had well and truly shifted. Then came the moment that decided the match. Not long after his equalizer, Kane struck again, a fantastic finish that completed the comeback and put England 2-1 ahead. It was the kind of goal that will be replayed on highlight reels for the rest of this tournament. Clean strike, perfect placement, and delivered at exactly the moment England needed it most. The stadium absolutely erupted. England fans who 30 minutes earlier had feared the worst were now in pure ecstasy. Chants broke out almost immediately. Flags started waving harder, and you could feel through every camera angle that this was a crowd riding an emotional roller coaster from despair to delirium in the space of one half. For DR Congo, it was heartbreaking. A team that had given everything, that had taken the lead against the odds, watched their historic upset slip away in the cruelest way, beaten by 2 moments of individual brilliance from one of the best strikers in the world. When the final whistle blew, the scenes were exactly what you'd expect from a World Cup comeback win: pure, unfiltered joy. England fans erupted with singing, chanting, and celebration that spread throughout the entire stadium. English flags could be seen absolutely everywhere, which is notable because this time it wasn't just outside the stadium like previous matches. Fans brought the flag display inside as well. For a lot of supporters, that felt like a genuinely historic shift. But the celebrations weren't just about football. For many fans, the flag waving carried a deeper meaning this tournament. Some supporters used the moment to voice frustration at local councils they believe have discouraged or restricted the display of the England flag during this World Cup period. Waving the flag became for them as much a statement of national pride and protest as it was tournament celebration. Others took the platform even further, with some supporters displaying messages calling on the government to stop the boats, turning part of the post-match celebration into a moment of wider political expression. It's worth noting that the crowd's reaction was mixed on this front. Some fans were fully supportive of tying the football moment to these broader political messages, while others just wanted to enjoy the win without the added layer of controversy. Either way, it reflected that this celebration was never going to be simple. Different fans, different opinions, all wrapped into one electric night. Now here's the part of the story that really caught people off guard. After the match, footage emerged of police officers in the United States joining England supporters in singing and celebrating the win. The clip spread rapidly on social media, with people reacting to just how relaxed and joyful the interaction looked. Officers singing along, smiling, fully embracing the moment with the fans around them. It became one of those unexpectedly wholesome viral clips that tend to follow major football nights, a reminder that these tournaments create moments of connection in the most unexpected places, thousands of miles away from the stadium itself. So what does this all mean for England moving forward? On the pitch, it means they progress to the next stage of the World Cup with confidence, having proven they can fight back from adversity against a team that gave them everything. That's not nothing. Teams that show resilience early in a tournament often carry that belief deep into the competition. Harry Kane once again proved exactly why he's the player England build their entire attacking identity around. 2 goals in a single half, in a knockout match, under immense pressure. That's the kind of performance that becomes part of tournament folklore if England go on to do something special. For DR Congo, there's no shame in this result. They pushed one of the tournament favorites to the brink and will leave this World Cup with their reputation enhanced, even in defeat. The bigger question now is whether England can carry this fighting spirit forward. Comebacks like this one either become the turning point of a special tournament run or a one-off moment of relief before things get harder. We'll find out soon enough. So that's the full story of England's dramatic 2-1 comeback win over DR Congo, the shock, the turning point, Harry Kane's double, the flags, the politics, and that unexpected viral police moment. What did you think of England's performance? Did Kane once again prove why he's England's most important player? And do you think the Three Lions have what it takes to go all the way this tournament? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next World Cup update.